And Keith, those coats will really be needed come Monday, huh?
Yeah, actually next week looks pretty cold. And as we're pretty stacked in Portland, we got a lot of people showing up there. Should be a good time. So swing on by. Yeah, so today was nice. It's the last night like this for a while. Like this mid-50s thing starts to become a bigger and bigger deal as the season goes on, right? Yeah. So today it felt nice. It was unseasonably warm. You get into late December, it's a really huge deal for this to happen. Though 56 in Portland, 53 in Bangor, 54 in Lewiston. A lot of sun first half of the day, as promised, a nice lunch hour, and then here comes the rain from southwest to northeast, just working its way through 93 here in New Hampshire, and very quickly filling into Oxford County. So I'd say that this computer model I'm about to show you is a tiny bit slow on the rain, but not a ton. So I think by 8 o'clock, from the mid-coast, south and west especially, we'll see rain setting in. It's light rain generally, but a couple of moderate bursts in there. Temperatures 40 to 45 tonight. Even the mountains likely to be rain on this one, unless you're north of Millinocket. It's just a little bit too warm. And so 1 o'clock on Saturday morning, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, whatever you want to consider it, that's when the rain starts to wrap out of down East Maine. And we've got a reasonable weekend here. It's not really uplifting as far as sunshine goes. There's not a ton of sun around, but it is relatively and mostly dry. So 40 to 45, mostly cloudy, couple of rain and snow showers, particularly north of Bangor. But most of us will be dry through the day, and we'll do that again. Sunday, we'll start with a couple of rain and snow showers, a lot of clouds around, and then Sunday night is when our storm system moves in. Initially rain, snow inland, but it's rain initially along the coastline. Switch models here for one I think does a better job, and this is about 9 or 10 o'clock on Sunday night, and we've still got rain along the coastline, snowing probably pretty hard away from the coast, especially in Oxford County, back through New Hampshire as well. And then that rain snow line tries to crunch towards the coast. And after that happens, we'll change over to snow, but we're going to have to work on the surface temperatures. For example, 35 in Rockland and snowing, sure, but you're not going to really accumulate very much. Eventually, by Monday morning, we should be able to get the temperatures even along the coast down to freezing, but it's close. So we'll see what we end up with for accumulation there, but it should be able to start accumulating Monday morning. Monday morning's commute is not great. I think pretty much statewide it's going to be a little bit rough, and the snow continues through the middle of the day on Monday, tapers off Monday afternoon. Probably the last area to see that snow leave will be the mid-coast. So this is our early shot, first shot map, of course, but you'll notice a really tight gradient here between 1 to 3 inches of slush, more or less, in the Portland area, down to Wells, and then you get into Hollis and Windham, 3 to 6 inches. Sebago, 6 to 10 northwest of there, where it's going to be all snow and coming down pretty hard through Sunday night into early Monday morning. And then we've got a 6 to 10 up here too, right to the coast. It's 1 to 3. I keep losing that 1 to 3 keeps disappearing on me, but it's implied right there. And then 3 to 6, including Belfast. So obviously we'll play with those lines a little bit over the weekend, but I don't think it'll change super substantially. Famous last words. But it will be. Yeah, again, I think it's probably the toughest commute we've had so far this season, Monday morning, because the timing just isn't great. It's snowing right through the morning commute. I actually got my snow tires on today, feeling pretty smug about that, just in time. And then next week is cold. You talked about the coats to start there. Highs in the 20s, overnight lows in some places single digits next week.
Flip of the switch there.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah.
Thanks.